Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella continues to enchant audiences here at the Broadway Theater. And tonight the cast got a very special treat when Academy Award nominee Lesley Ann Warren, who played Cinderella in the beloved 1965 television production, joined them on stage for a very special finale. And I caught up with Lesley and Broadway's newest Cinderella, Keke Palmer, just minutes after the curtain rang down.
Most of us fell in love with Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella from the TV special in the 60s, and this year they released the 50th anniversary of the 1965 television special. Tonight we have one of the stars of that original Cinderella teleplay with us backstage, Miss Lesley Ann Warren.
How excited were you tonight to be on this stage at Cinderella?
Oh, I was really moved, actually. I mean, I actually felt teary. I felt very emotional. It was, you know, hearing the music again just transports me back to when I was 18 and I did this. So it was joyous, but also very emotional.
Take me back to how you were cast in this, because you were on Broadway at the time, right?
Mm-hmm. I was on Broadway. I was in 110 in the Shade, and I went into audition, and I was so terrified. I did an awful audition, and Richard Rodgers said, "No, I don't think so." And Charles Dubin, who was the director, had seen me in the show on Broadway and said, "Give her another chance. Give her another chance." So they brought me back, and everybody was there. Johnny Green, the original musical conductor, Eugene Loring, the choreographer, and Mr. Rodgers cleared everyone out of the room. It was at his apartment, and he sat me down at the piano bench next to him, and he played My Funny Valentine and taught me to sing it the way that he wanted to hear it, and I got the job.
I know what it was like for us watching this. What was it like for you making this out in California with this dream cast and playing this dream role?
Well, you know, I was 18, so it was a dream come true. You know, it was an unbelievably fantastic experience for me to work. I grew, you know, as a dancer, so I idolized Ginger Rodgers. And to get to actually work with her was incredible. And I was in the Actors Studio at 18, so to work with Joe Van Fleet was intimidating, but awesome, you know, experience. And of course, Celeste Holm was just an angel, you know, and an Academy Award winning actress. So I think for me, the most profound part of it is that I believed it. I believed it. And I think that translated, and that's what held people coming back and, you know, believing in it the way that I did. I really believed it. It was very serious for me, you know.
I know what it was like for us. I mean, you've met fans. This touched millions of fans ever since that first showing in 1965, every year after that. What's it like meeting the fans that were touched by you in this production of Cinderella and what that means to you?
It's incredible. I mean, the outpouring of love is overwhelming. It's you know, and it's really interesting because I've had directors like Rob Marshall tell me that he watched it every year with his sister, and that's why he wanted to become a musical theater director. Lee Daniels, who directed Precious, you know, told me he and his family used to sit and watch it every, you know, and he'd go into the bathroom and sing in my own little corner when things were really painful at home, you know, let alone all the women and men who, you know, grew up with this. And I feel so moved.
And now that the DVD is out again, this beautiful 50th anniversary DVD, what that means to you?
It's incredible. You know, it's and the fact that what I was told is that it went to #1 on Amazon the first day it came out. You know, so the love, and you know, how people hold it in their heart, you know, is so meaningful to me and so dear, and I'll never get over it.
Standing here tonight, would you like to come back to Broadway? We have missed you.
Oh, thank you. Well, maybe. I was actually offered something recently, and so we're in discussions. We'll see how that turns out. You know, it would be thrilling to come back. I would love to come back. I hope I get to.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a joy to be here tonight. Cinderella has a very deep and profound and meaningful place in my heart. It's extremely special to me. So it was just wonderful to see this incredible performance and these glorious performers. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Thank you.
You were amazing. The last time you and I spoke, we were here.
Yes.
You were still in rehearsal, not knowing what was going to happen. How do you feel?
I feel really good. You know, this is my third week of it now, and you know, I'm finding, you know, of course, new little nuances each time that I do the show, and you know, the audience is always different every time, so that really gives, you know, good energy. You know, even though we've done it so many times now, it gives good energy because it's different people and they react to different things. But you know, I'm really getting really comfortable with it all, and I'm really being able to enjoy it more and not, you know, be so nervous.
All right, we spoke, you were still in rehearsal. What was your first night like on stage here at the Broadway Theater? My
first night was literally like the most magical night on earth. I mean, honestly, the way that the people were, the crowd was so encouraging, I felt. You know, I mean, I don't know if everybody knew it was my first night, but everybody was, you know, I felt like everybody was my family because they all were so, you know, gracious. It was just really awesome. Like, it just made me feel, I think I got that first night, the very reason what makes Broadway so special and so much different than any other, you know, type of, you know, film or TV or anything like that, is because you get that immediate appreciation for all the hard work that you put in. Because when that curtain call came up and they were all clapping, and it was just like the most unbelievable feeling in the world. You just felt so appreciated. I felt so thankful. You know, it was like, wow.
So I was going to ask you, what went through your mind that first night when you took your bow? What were you thinking? Do you remember?
I was just like, thank you, Lord, for this opportunity. Like, oh my gosh, this is like, I just want to make sure that I kill this stage every night for everybody that's out there that's watching this show, every little girl, every little boy, everybody that came to see a show. I want to give them the best show ever, because this is very special. This gift that I've been given to be able to do this show and to be on this stage every night, that is a special gift, so I need to make sure I put my best foot forth every time.
Okay. Tonight, you had Academy Award nominee Lesley Ann Warren.
I know.
You know, Cinderella.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
Unbelievable. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do that without all the Cinderellas before. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now without all the Cinderellas before me. And Lesley Ann Warren is such an amazing actress, and my mother is a very big fan of her. So now I'm going to have to go home and watch some of her films and things like that. But it was really cool to have her out here and for her to sing Impossible with us. And she's so fabulous. She's so nice. So it was cool to have her.
What's it like taking on this iconic role?
It feels like a dream. It feels like a dream. It's very special, and I know when I get, you know, older in my life, I'm going to be able to appreciate it even more, because when you're in the moment of things, a lot of times it's hard to really grasp a hold of what's really going on. You don't even really realize it because you're just so in it. Yeah. And I know, you know, I'm appreciative of it now, but I know later in life, I'm really going to look back on this and I'm just going to, you know, always hold it so dear to me. It's a very, you know, beautiful time in my life.
You walk by this theater, there your name is all over the marquee, all over the building. What goes through your mind, and what are you enjoying the most about being on Broadway and being Cinderella?
What goes through my mind when I think about the fact that I'm doing it is just like, I can't believe it. It's kind of surreal, and I'm just like, I'm really out here in New York and I'm really doing this. Wow, you know, it's just, you know, it's a surreal thing. And then the thing I'm enjoying most, I would have to say, is the cast, getting to know the cast. And, you know, I just turned 21, so I'm really stepping into my own as a person, like a person on earth, and to experience this with such great people. And we go out and we hang out sometimes, and I think it's so special. I couldn't be surrounded by a better group of people, and I'm just always going to remember them and this whole experience for the rest of my life, because it's having a huge impact on me. I'm only 21, and it's shaping who I am, and so I feel like, you know, what a blessing to have experienced all this.